I need your help and opinion on what is going on in my marriage. So Ada for not believing my wife and holding to my beliefs? Ada for wanting to move out until she comes clean about the affairs? We have been married for 14 years and have 4 children together. Here is a summary of what occurred and what has occurred. I need your help, Reddit. My wife and I were hanging out this last Saturday night. She got really drunk, a whole bottle of white wine and a couple of shots of 107 proof whiskey, that night, and she started to confess multiple affairs that occurred in the past over the course of our 14-year marriage. This drunken confession has never happened prior. During this confession she was in tears and saying how sorry she was and how bad she felt. The next day my wife claimed that she had made everything up and that her confession was meant to see if I had any secrets that I was hiding. In short, she claimed that she voluntarily confessed to a bunch of things that fit the timeline of our life and the timeline of my suspicions of the past, in order to try to see if I would confess anything to her that I might be hiding. I told my wife that I did not believe her and that I felt that she was now sober and trying to undertake damage control measures now that she was sober. These were things that I had already suspected were happening but had very limited proof of. So, over the last year my wife has been drastically different in her temperament. To the point that she was not being herself, and I could very well tell. She started to use DuckDuckGo and incognito mode in order to prevent her website traffic and search history from being recorded by Google. When I confronted her on this, she claimed that she did not want Google to track her. I thought her answer was complete bullshit, and I expressed to her that I did not want her using software that would prevent her online activity from being documented. I expressed that this type of behavior is what people who are having affairs use. When we first got married we both agreed to have full transparency in every area of our life. When I would try to view her website history, it was nothing but ads and links that when clicked, would never direct me to anything and would say error or unavailable. When I confronted her on this, she would say that she did not know what I was talking about. Another type of shift in my wife's behavior was that she would explode if I asked her questions about her interactions with people who she worked with, or if I expressed my concerns about the state of our marriage/future. I would on occasions ask my wife if she was having an affair. She would explode in anger and rage each time I would ask that question. My wife would tell me that if I kept on asking her about an affair that she would give me what I wanted and go fug someone. I initially thought that she was just angry and the things that would come out of her mouth were done in anger. Now I want to express that if I inquired about an affair, I tried to do so in the most respectful and diplomatic way possible that would not come across as abrasive or mean. I would express that I was concerned for her, our marriage, and our children. My wife would tell me how much she hated me and how she resented the day she met me. My wife for the last year would say some pretty vile things, such as she would ruin my reputation on the internet, I own a contracting company, or that she would show me how ruthless she could be. The list goes on and on regarding the vile things my wife had said to me. In short, out of nowhere my wife went of the deep end for no apparent reason to me. Nothing major had occurred that could be viewed as a starting point or a catalyst that would justify the new drama that had entered into our marriage/life. I already know of my heart what the truth is. But my wife has successfully made me feel like I am crazy for thinking the way I do. I love my wife and children and want this to work out. But I need other insight to help me to understand the bullshit I am seeing and hearing. I am planning on leaving and moving out until she comes clean. Am I the a-hole?